Whispers in the Fog. Autumn 1944, the Hurtgen Forest. The war had become a never-ending nightmare. Private James Holloway and his squad had been slogging through the Hurtgen Forest for days, the towering trees swallowing the last of the autumn light. The deeper they pushed into the German wilderness, the more men disappeared not from enemy fire, but into the fog. It started with Carter. He was on watch when the mist rolled in thick and low. A scream cut through the night, but when they rushed to his post, there was only his rifle, bayonet fixed, stabbed into the frozen earth. Then it was Ray's, and then Kowalski. Each time, the same pattern. One moment they were there, the next, gone. No bodies, no sounds of struggle, only that damned fog, creeping through the trees like something alive. By the fifth night, Holloway and the last three survivors, Sergeant Mason, Collins, and young Weaver, had stopped sleeping. They sat huddled around a dying fire, weapons clutched tight, watching the mist coil between the trees. Then, the whispers began. Low, guttural voices drifted through the air, speaking in a language none of them recognized. It wasn't German, but something older, something wrong. Weaver cracked first, bolting into the trees, his scream strangled before it could fully leave his throat. Collins turned to Mason, eyes wide. This ain't right, Sarge, this ain't war. Mason just stared, his face pale. He opened his mouth to reply, but the whispering grew louder, rising to a chorus. Shadows moved in the fog, their shapes long and twisted, their eyes glowing like embers. Then the fog rushed forward. Holloway ran. He didn't think, he didn't fight. He just ran, crashing through the forest until he broke into a clearing, his breath ragged and his heart hammering against his ribs. When he turned back, there was nothing behind him. No mist, no Mason, no Collins, only silence. A week later, when an Allied patrol found him wandering near the Siegfried Line, he was barely coherent, muttering about voices in the mist and soldiers swallowed by the trees. They chalked it up to battle fatigue, another mind broken by the war. But the Hurtgen Forest remained, and so did the fog. And sometimes, on quiet nights, soldiers still go missing.